Welcome back to All Things Outdoors. I got a couple new pieces of gear I want to share with you guys. So I was in need of some new trekking poles. These haven't broke yet. They're the Carbon Light from Mountain Smith. I've had them at least, I think 5 years. I think going on 5 years. But they're pretty wore down. There's not much left of the tips. And I do know that there are ways of replacing the tips, but there's a couple reasons why I wanted to replace the trekking pole within itself. First off, let me get to the features I do like about these trekking poles and what I looked for in my next set. One was the extended grip. So I actually use this quite a bit, especially when going up steep uphills. I choke down on the pole so I'm not reaching so far above my head. It actually really helps me kind of get a little more leverage and keep a little bit of grip on the trekking pole itself. So that's option number one I like to see with a trekking pole. Second major feature I like to see is the wide top of the trekking pole. I basically use it as a cane when going downhill. Those are pretty much the two features and main features that I really look for in trekking poles. Now these trekking poles do have the shock absorbers. I can tell you, using them for 5 years, there's nothing spectacular about the shock absorbing option in my opinion. The only thing that I can't really handle with that option, crazy noise that it makes. It has a little clicking noise, and I don't know if the microphone catches it, but the spring actually kind of rings a little bit, and it absolutely has drove me nuts for 5 years. Looking for my next set of trekking poles, I wanted to maintain the two options but lose one option. Let me introduce you to the new trekking poles that I just picked up for 2020. The Foxelli Outdoor Gear carbon fiber poles. They are a little bit lighter than the Carbon Light Mountain Smiths that I had. Those were 9 ounces a piece. These are 7 ounces a piece. There are some specific options that I really wanted to find within these trekking poles that helped me make the selection between several different brands that I looked at. One was they were pretty price friendly. Most generally you can find the carbon fiber Foxelli poles for anywhere from $60 to $80. But the second thing I wanted was the flip locks instead of the twist locks. I really wanted to kind of utilize that option. With the Mountain Smith locking system, it does twist and collapse. I have kept these clean and I've never had a problem with them collapsing down or malfunctioning or failing in any way. Usually if you just wipe them off, take them apart, pull them apart, and wipe them off every season, you're just fine. One thing I've got to say as far as the flip locks, the fit and finish is actually pretty nice. It feels like it locks down pretty good. They're easy to use. It's really easy to get your thumb on and get flipped open and closed. It doesn't look like it was made very sloppy. It looks pretty clean. But for me, the flip option seemed a little quicker, a little more user-friendly. And the one thing I did like about these is the fact that the height is marked. You can see it does have the extended grip and it does have the wider top to give me more of that cane feel at the top and going downhill. But there is one thing I don't quite like about this grip. I do prefer cork over the synthetic. However, this grip feels pretty small. I don't have the biggest hands, but it's not necessarily what I was used to. I'd rather it be a little thicker as far as the ergonomics of the grip. A couple of things that Foxelli Outdoor Gear did send out with their trekking poles that I thought was pretty cool. One was a carry bag. Now I doubt I'll be using the carry bag because if I'm taking the trekking poles, they're either going to be lashed to my backpack or in my hands. However, it's going to make nice for storage. It did come with some accessories. The little road boots, snow baskets, and then the regular mud baskets that most every trekking pole comes with, and then as well as the tip covers. With the carry bag, it does have a little pocket to keep those accessories in. So the nice thing about it, I'm probably not going to lose these like I did my baskets for these, I have no idea where they're at. Mountain Smith did not send a carry case or organizer. Ultimate fail. But another aspect about these poles that I absolutely love, pretty quiet. Oh my god. Okay, next piece of gear. Over the next couple of years, I'm looking at doing some ground sleeping on a couple of different hikes. So I'm kind of getting in preparation for that. I do have static Klymit V. It's a pretty good pad as far as easy to blow up. It's not too heavy. For me, it feels fairly comfortable. I can sleep on my side and still stay off the ground pretty decent. However, its R rating is not good. In fact, if you're sleeping in 40, 50 degree weather, I can usually deal with the cold pretty well. It still gets a little chilly on this pad. Another thing I'm not crazy about in ground sleeping is this. The way this works out. Half the time I can't keep this pillow under my head. So what solution did I come up with? The Klymit quilted V-sheet. What this is a actual covering or custom fitting sheet that goes over your static V that can actually give you a 2R value increase in warmth. And it has one thing that actually sold me on this product was a little pocket for your pillow to keep it from sliding all over the place. So let's get this out, put it on the static V, and take a look. So I can tell you, I probably won't keep the stuff sack. That's gonna go away. So I don't usually use a lot of stuff sacks. It'll just save space, save weight, just absolutely not needed. Actually feels pretty nice. You can definitely tell there's a little bit of insulation on there. They do have another version that won't raise the R value as much, and it's a little lighter than this. But I opted for the quilted version. It does come in at about 8 ounces, a little over 8 ounces. But it is, like I said, going to raise that R value a couple of degrees. But the biggest thing that sold me on this product is the option to tuck a pillow right there. So then it's not going to move anywhere or go anywhere. It's pretty much in place. Oh. Actually feels pretty good. What are you doing? Hey, you're blocking my shot. Hey, you're blocking my shot. There you have the latest additions of my gear closet. So excited and being able to try these 2 new pieces of gear. Hopefully we can get back out there soon. Be sure to keep an eye out for these pieces of gear and others in future videos. Till next time.